Three, two, one. We're back here with another episode of the Big Three with myself, Julio, Easy and Hands.
All right, here we go. Hands here. We're going to start off with this past week's picks. Two games going on right now, but
Bummer.
yeah, we'll talk about those later on. But easy if you want to take us into the rest of the picks we had.
Alrighty. We had the Chiefs versus the Chargers game, which was the first game of the week. Chiefs pulled out a win there. Hands and Easy picked the Chiefs. Julio, he's a little disillusional, went with the Chargers.
Yeah, because the Chiefs ain't been performing like all that great this year. Now Mahomes and Tyreek Hill want to show up.
Well, I mean, the Chiefs are on and off. So.
Yeah, like a terrible TV.
Second game was a little bit on my fault because I decided to try to go get some mass here. But it was Raiders-Browns. Raiders, of course, with that awesome comeback win at the end. Awesome kick at the end, too. That guy, he can kick for a mile.
Best guy on the team right there. It's Carlson.
Hey, I'm not going to lie. 1 week I had the Raiders kicker, and that man got me 21 points.
Oh, yeah, he can kick the ball. Of course, Julio and Hands had the Raiders. I had the Browns. Game
right.
3, Pats versus Colts. Everybody picked the Colts, and the Colts didn't win that ball game. So
yeah, but Jonathan Taylor did not let us down.
He did not. He was a supreme fantasy candidate right there.
Yes.
He might be the fantasy MVP this year.
He might be the NFL MVP.
Well, I was going to say that too, but man, he might be the fantasy MVP as well.
Yeah.
He
11 straight games with a touchdown. It's immaculate.
He carries that team, really.
Yeah, just like Devin Hester carried the Bears.
Just like MJD did the Jaguars.
Well, he did the best he could.
We ain't going there, though.
The next game, we all lost this one. This was the Titans and the Steelers. We all picked the Titans, and the Steelers come out to play some ball finally, and somehow picked out a win.
Total letdown for me. I was really, really wanting the Titans to do something, but he wins. Do what?
Deonta Foreman, he had a decent game. So fantasy wise,
he played strong. They're saying when Henry comes back, that's going to be a great 1-2 punch duo, kind of like a Kareem Hunt and a Nick Chubb type situation.
And they're saying Henry's going to be back before the playoffs if they make it.
I think they'll make the playoffs.
The guy they had, I mean, Foreman didn't do bad. I mean, he put up 108 yards. I mean, it wasn't like he went.
Yeah, that's decent.
I don't know how they lost this game. I really don't, because the leading receiver only had 38 yards for the Steelers. The leading rusher only had 18 yards. I mean, how do you win that game?
Defense.
Either defense or the Titans are like, not today.
Yeah, not today. Yeah, we're already ahead enough. We'll pass.
Yeah, barely. That's what they did. So, next up on the list, we had the Panthers versus the Bills. We all, of course, picked the Panthers. Smart move because we all picked the Bills.
I was about to say, no, we picked the Bills, man.
He was like, what? Wait a minute. What?
I was about to say, play the tape back. We all picked the Bills.
I ain't that dumb.
Yeah, everybody picked the Bills. We wasn't stupid, and the Panthers didn't even show up that game, 31-14. So,
well, you got Cam Newton stepping up to bat with a 5.8 yards per attempt. I mean, average.
He's all that showed up for the game. He had 71 yards rushing, 156 yards passing. Nobody else showed up on that team. So nobody else decided.
Well, I mean, do they even have anybody else on that team?
Not really.
I mean, they got this one guy named like DJ Les.
Because he certainly ain't more.
Next up is a game that's going on, so we won't talk about that one. But it's the Washington football team and the Eagles. We all did pick the Eagles in that one. So we'll see what happens in that game.
The Eagles are the favorite.
Yeah.
So and it's not going to hurt. Just give us an extra win for the week, but it's not going to.
And
go ahead.
And the news from earlier, they got that woman coach stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, that's crazy. But, I mean, that's what's up, though.
It's like the first female coach to be on, like, the sidelines or something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Next up was one that I tried to go against the masses again like an idiot. I picked the Jaguars over the Texans. You two guys picked the Texans, and I was just trying to
Well,
root for the Jaguars.
I don't really think he was going against the masses. It's just like
It's just who we like better.
Well, now see, I don't like the
suck the
Jaguars.
worst.
I don't like the Jaguars. Just that y'all both picked the Texans, so I tried to go against you, and it bit my ass.
Yeah. How's that ass feeling?
Yeah, pretty good, actually.
And they won with David Mills. I mean, who's this guy?
Correction, Davis Mills.
Oh, is it Davis?
Yeah, I picked up on that last week because we were both talking about David, and then it came up on the screen like David. I'm like, Davis. I'm like, dang.
Oh.
We fumbled that one.
Sure did.
All right, the next game we had up was, of course, as everybody likes to call it, America's team, the Cowboys taking on the Giants. We all picked the Cowboys, and of course, the Cowboys did win that ball game. Wasn't much of a ball game, but they won that ball game 21.
Barely.
Hey, just like you said, Hans, a win is a win.
Hey, that's right.
A win is a win. Next up, we had one that we all lost on. So the Arizona Cardinals, we all picked to take on the Lions. And the Detroit Lions, not only did they win the game, they stomped the Arizona Cardinals 30-12. It wasn't even a real close game.
Hey, and let me tell y'all a fact on this right here. That was the first time in NFL history that a one-win team has beaten a 10-plus win team by double digits. First time ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's fucking crazy.
They definitely come out and done some stuff. Like I said, Arizona didn't have a rushing game. The leading rusher was Edmonds for 53 yards. Kyler Murray didn't have a great day. He was 23 for 41.
This was just a crappy week. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
It was. Like I said, I'm already ready for next week. I'm not gonna make stupid picks. So the next one was, we all got this right, but my hometown team for me, the Dolphins, there took out the Jets in a close game. So
I'm glad we all took our talents to South Beach.
That's right, baby. Just to throw it out there, Dolphins winning streaks up to 6. We had to lose 7 in a row, but we've won 6 in a row after that.
Hey, you got to lose some in order to win.
Still on a roll.
Oh, man. Next up was one we all got right. It was the Cincinnati Bengals who took out the Denver Broncos, so we all picked the Bengals on that one.
Hey, it's Joe Burrow, man.
That was a lackluster game, 15-10. I think they were trying to see who wanted to lose worse.
Jamar Chase is really starting to let me down.
Yeah, he didn't do so hot.
He had like one catch for like 13 yards, I think.
Yeah, like Chase Claypool too.
He hasn't been that good since his very first NFL debut when he had 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, true.
This next one's going to pull on some heartstrings here. We had the Atlanta Falcons taking on the San Francisco 49ers. We all know how that one turned out.
You know what? It started looking so good for my Birds. It did. Kickoff. Boom. They fumbled. And then why do you go for it on 4th and 1 on the 1? Get the easy through. Come on now.
I don't know.
It might have deflated the team at that point, honestly.
It really, now I'm starting to get to the point now. I stopped watching them after the 3rd quarter. I just can't take it anymore. I mean, I can't. I'm starting to realize, well, 3rd quarter's starting to end. Wait till the next game.
Hell, there was one year where I barely watched a Raider game, and they went to the damn playoffs. So, I mean.
Well, this is the 49ers were picked by me and Hans, of course. Julio was his heart. So.
My heart, my passion, my everything, and
say, Kittle, like I said, still making a case to be one of the best tight ends. He had 93 yards. I mean, he's showing up every game.
I really like Deebo Samuels.
Deebo's a multi-threat. He's like a Cordero Patterson, but better.
Yeah. I know,
he said I said it.
Somebody at work, they was ragging about me about the Falcons. They said, "How come you don't ever say anything back?" I said, "Cause we suck." What am I supposed to say? We suck.
Yeah, ain't know what to say.
Oh, hey! Whoa! Score update. Antonio Gibson just rushed it in.
Great. I think he's sitting on my bench. That's fucking perfect.
I actually went and started his ass.
You know who I shouldn't have started?
Who?
Fucking everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody let me down.
True.
I should have just went there and started all kickers, and I think I could have won.
This next game here, we all got right as well, which was the Packers beating the Ravens. It was a 1-point game, 31-30.
Close game.
It was a heck of a game.
Yeah, close game.
So, Aaron Rodgers also he tied Brett Favre for the franchise record.
Oh shit.
So you know,
Franchise record for what?
for nothing.
Oh, for nothing. Yeah.
Damn, he had to work really hard for that one.
What else is in Green Bay?
Oh man, come on now! You can't do that to Rodgers. I mean, it's not all. You got Aaron Jones, or is it Aaron?
Aaron Jones.
I get him and Pac-Man mixed up all the time.
It's Aaron Jones and Devontae Adams.
Okay. Huntley though for Baltimore. I mean, he showed up. He was their leading rusher with 73 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he threw for 2 touchdowns.
He had four. He had 4
That was
total.
impressive.
Yep, 4 total, and still he had all their scores, and still wasn't enough.
Sheesh.
Well, it just goes to show you one man can't do it all in an 11-man game.
Hey,
It's
but
not
Rodgers,
basketball.
like I said, he was 23 for 31, 268 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Hey, but that's like I told y'all. Huntley, man, he showed up, man. He might be the next big deal.
Well,
I mean,
let's not give him too much faith because I mean Jeremy Lin had a good 5-game spread too one time.
We're going back a little bit.
Yeah. By the way, he tied Brett Favre for the touchdown passes on the career list. So.
Oh yes, he tied him for nothing. No.
Yeah, I mean, but by the way, the Ravens lost this game on their own because they went for a 2-point conversion to try to win the game instead of tie the game.
Yep.
So that was their own.
That's John Harbaugh for you.
Yeah. So we all got that right though. So that it's okay. The next one was one that we all got wrong. We all picked the Bucks to beat the Saints.
Oh yeah.
A lackluster game there.
How about that? 9-0.
Yeah,
Fuck the Saints.
And you see what TB said? Did you see what TB12 said?
Nobody said.
He was running off after a play or something. He went over to the Saints sideline. And one of the coaches, he was like, "Go fuck yourself, bitch."
It's funny because I read an article that said that since he's been in Tampa Bay, he's really starting to show what kind of man he is.
Mm-hmm. Well, and he's like never beaten the Saints in Tampa, or something like that. So it's like, he's pretty mad.
Okay, well that's not like a fair stat. He's only been in Tampa Bay 2 years, and they only played the Saints in Tampa Bay twice.
Yeah, but it's something I can't remember. Too much.
I mean,
stats.
you're right. I mean, you're probably right, but I'm just saying it's not really that great of a stat line.
All right.
And plus, once again, fuck the Saints.
There we go.
The last game that we all picked, well, it's not the last game, but I think the last game is the Bears versus the Vikings. The Bears, of course, whoa, wait a minute. Okay, I messed that one up. The Vikings won that game, and I actually circled that the Bears did. So,
Did you see that pass Kirk Cousins made?
I did not.
It's like he overthrew his wide receiver like 20 yards.
Really?
And got picked off.
The Vikings picked that up 17-9.
Well, yeah, Vikings still won, but...
Yeah, but they're playing the Bears.
Well, and I'm not a Justin Fields fan. I'm really not.
Me neither.
He ain't shown me nothing.
He needs to go back to high school.
The only other game left is the Seahawks-Rams. We all picked the Rams, so that's not going to justify how it goes. But right now, Hands has 10 wins this week.
Hey.
Easy's got 19, and Julio's got 9 and then 8. So 10,
I was about to say, how'd you get 19 wins?
Right.
Good
I was adding them together for the 2 weeks.
Are you on double scoring?
So what I'll do next week is I will let you know where's everybody at total before we start. Once we get the other 2 games in.
I have a feeling I might. You said I had 8, right?
Yeah, you had 8. I think you had 8 last week, 8 this week.
I'm consistent, man. I'm consistent.
I had Hands had 9 last week. I had 10. You had 8 last week.
And I got 10 this week. Okay, yep. Good.
At
You
least
got
we
ni-
keep the numbers consistent.
That's
You
right.
you'll have 19 right now. I'll have 19, and then Julio's
Okay.
at 16. So he's traveling behind just a little bit there. He's limping along.
I'm a Falcons fan. We're always traveling behind.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, score updates here. Washington 7-0 over the Eagles, and
All right.
Rams 3-0 over the Seahawks.
Go Rams.
Did you
So
know that? If I s- that Russell Wilson has only beat the Rams like 4 times.
in his whole career?
I'm pretty. If I read that stat line right, yeah, he's like 4-4 against the Rams.
Oh my gosh.
So like the Bills when they play Brady.
Yeah, that's true.
No, because the Bills don't have that many wins against Brady.
That's why it's the other way around.
Speaking of Brady, man, how'd you like that game from who you call the greatest of all time?
Well, he might be the greatest quarterback of all time. Definitely ain't Peyton Manning. We'll say that for sure. Definitely.
I'm
All
saying
right.
Michael Vick.
All right, guys. Let's see. Next up, we're gonna go to. Let's talk about a little segment we're gonna do. Hot topics right here. All right.
Let's get it.
All right. News and updates around the league. Let's start by talking about all this COVID-19 stuff going on.
Fun, not really. I don't know why I said fun fact, but little fact. Did you know in November, from the 14th to the 27th, they had the most COVID tests that 2 weeks was 72, but on Monday and Tuesday they had 70.
Hmm.
And they really got no answer for the outbreak.
Yeah, something's definitely not right here, because I mean it hasn't really affected the season that much this year until now.
Yeah,
I mean,
now it's like playoff time. COVID's like, I'm back,
Right.
bitches.
right?
Well,
So
they've already got Beasley's already out for
Yep,
the
Beasley's
Bills
gone.
this coming week already. So
Yep,
they've already-
and Travis Kelce, he's out. COVID.
Yeah, oh my God. That breaks my heart.
Man,
Already.
Kelsey said that hurts.
Hey, another big hitter, Chris Godwin. He's done for the season.
Not like he was
Yeah,
really
I've
doing
seen that.
much.
Well, they also said that your boy is possibly out for the season. Well, he's on the IR anyway, and that's
Who's that?
Leonard Fournette. I can't say his name.
Yeah, Leonard Fournette. Yeah, he's.
Yeah, they just signed Le'Veon Bell. So
Whoa.
Wait, who's that?
Yeah, exactly. We'll see how that works.
Where's he from?
Yeah, so he's from no team at the moment.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, no kidding. He'd be better off signing Todd Gurley.
Oh my!
so
Okay, too soon, man.
I
We thought we had something there last year, man.
You
don't
really
know.
We
did.
thought we had something. Then, like after the first few games, I was like, "Can we just like have no running back?"
Well, if they
Right.
put him on the IR, because they haven't put him on there yet, but if they do put him on the IR, that means that he's out for the rest of the season. He can't come back.
Wait. So you said they signed Le'Veon Bell just to put him on IR?
Well, they said that they're pending a physical Le'Veon Bell supposed to sign because it's likely that they're going to put Leonard on the.
Right. Because he was on the Baltimore Ravens this year.
But they also said that Le'Veon Bell is going to come as a backup to Ronald Jones. So
Right.
I guess he's
Yeah.
just really going to be.
Yeah. So here we go. Here's a. So we're going to also talk about the waiver wire this week as well.
I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah, Ronald Jones is number one.
There is no tight ends available on the waiver wire.
Oh, Hawkinson, he's on the IR too. He's done. He's done for the season.
Oh man, is he done?
That-
I loved Hawkinson.
Yeah, I did too, but like I said, it's just not a good week now for tight ends.
All right, so I'm going to give y'all a list of waiver wire pickups. All right.
Shoot.
All right. So we already mentioned them. Ronald Jones Jr., Tampa Bay. Giovanni Bernard, also Tampa Bay.
Wow, they got him too.
Sure do. Former Cincinnati Bengal.
Yeah, I was about to say he played for the Bengals, didn't he?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. Let's see here. Jeff Wilson Jr., San Francisco.
Okay, fun story about that. My dumbass sat him down, and he had a pretty decent game against us.
Oh, he had like 23 points this week. Over like 100 yards rush, touchdown, the whole nine,
Yeah, hands. I know. I watched it.
Oh, okay, just checking. Um,
Well, you
but
do know that the Chargers are playing the Texans this week, right? And you know Austin Eckler's been placed on the COVID list on Monday.
yep,
Jesus
So they're
Christ.
saying that Josh Kelly might be a good
uh,
pickup.
just Justin. Actually, a good point you bring there, Easy. Justin Jackson is another running back
Oh, he
who,
also plays for the Chargers. That's
and
right.
he had a killer game last week. This
Yeah.
I
past week.
haven't heard that name in like 2 years.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
good.
This COVID
Could
stuff, man, it's coming out, man.
because the only reason why I know that name, Hans, is because you told me to pick him up in my first year playing fantasy.
That's
Well,
right,
see,
because he
they'll,
was
they'll definitely Jackson he'll be the leading back, and then they
yeah,
like to do a
yeah,
committee thing. That's what they did this week with Elker and Jackson.
right.
So that's why they're saying get Kelly. That way he's probably going to get.
Also, keeping on Tampa Bay here for a minute, we got Tampa Bay's they're losing receivers. You don't know if Antonio Brown's going to be back. Chris Godwin's gone. Rob Gronkowski's he might be iffy. So Tyler Johnson and Brashad Perriman
Brashad Perriman.
is two receivers that you could pick up. And I think Perriman he might have had a touchdown or no, not a touchdown. He might have did pretty decent this week.
I think I'm done trusting Mike Evans.
I don't
He's
know
getting up
though.
there. He's getting up there. Man.
But him and Brady have over 10 touchdowns already this. I mean, like maybe 11, 12 by now. I don't know.
Well, I mean, what has he got? Like 12 touchdowns and like 400 yards?
I mean, touchdowns get points though.
I know, but I mean, I really want some yardage out of him. Maybe a
Well,
couple more catches here and there.
beggars can't be choosers like the
He's got.
Falcons.
Listen, I am just begging for a win, and I don't care which one it is because, like you said, beggars can't be choosers. So I'm not even going to choose to win. I'm just begging for one.
Well, if it makes Julio any better, though, one of the top guys that was on a waiver wire, they say it's Russell Gage. If you don't have him, get him.
I started him this week.
So he's had in the last few games, I think it is like I don't know exactly how many he's had in the past 4 games he's had either 100 yards or at least a TD.
Or at least the TD. Yep.
So I mean
he's a good pickup.
Yeah, he's going in there and he's playing. He's a solid.
He went in there and on that touchdown he caught, he ran him off that guy.
Hey,
he had 91 yards and a TD. So
no, speaking of Randy Mossson, hey, did y'all see Saquon Barkley's catch? Oh my God.
He's still relevant?
Yeah, oh man.
If he can stay healthy, he's definitely relevant.
I think Hans is just watching Penn State highlights.
No, y'all go look this up, man. He it was like a little screen pass, or a little dump off pass, you know what I mean? And he caught it by the nipple one-handed and started he twisted around and started running. I mean, it was a thing of magic.
Well, just so you know, that's all he done that game because he's on my team and he didn't do shit else.
Oh.
I have him on one team and it's his BS Yahoo team.
Oh
and
shit!
I don't even pay attention to it because I set the draft for 10 p.m.
You went old school with Yahoo.
Well, somebody told me to jump on Yahoo. I was like, all right, cool, I'll try it. And we set the draft for 10 p.m. And then I was sitting there waiting for the draft, and I fall asleep, and it don't start till 1 a.m.
Damn.
So I got stuck with Saquon. I'm like, great.
See, in the league that we're in, that's what happened to me. I didn't draft the first couple rounds. I missed them because I was at work. So by the time I got in there, I'd already drafted Barkley, and I was like, oh, great.
Listen, Easy, get your priorities in check. Football comes before work.
Hey, but if y'all need some running backs, another two, easy. You know this one, Duke Johnson.
Yes, sir. Well, the thing about Duke Johnson, be careful because if Gaskins is back, he'll be.
I like Gaskins.
He was just out because of COVID. But Johnson showed up. He had over 100 yards. I mean, he showed up.
Wasn't that like his best? Didn't you say that last week, Easy, that he was going to have the best game of his career?
Might have did.
I can't remember.
It's funny because he
was playing the Jets. So, I mean, anybody can have the best game. I think I could go out and have the best game of my life.
Listen, I wasn't trying to take away from Duke Johnson, but I wasn't trying to give anything to the Jets.
Hey, another one we got here, Cincinnati Bengal, Samaje Perine.
Yeah. If Mixon's out, they're saying he's going to get. He might as well bunker down because he's going to get all the carries he needs.
Yep.
I don't want Mixon to be out.
He could be.
He's actually showing up and playing pretty decent finally for me.
He
Yeah,
suffered
that's
an ankle
true.
sprain and he's day to day.
Ankle sprain. Let's hope he's not like Christian McCaffrey. He sits out 2 years for a high ankle sprain.
Hey, no shit.
I will never draft him again. I
They
don't
might as
care.
well
I don't care
trade
if he's
his
the
ass.
I don't care if he's the last pick in the draft. I'm not picking him.
Nah.
I'm picking
No,
two
not
defenses.
anymore. I will never pick that guy ever again. Ever. I didn't pick him this year. I picked him before.
All right, and we're going to finish this waiver wire up here. 2 receivers for you. One, Buffalo Bills, Cole Beasley going down. So it's Gabriel Davis.
Gabriel Davis. I haven't heard that name.
Be a pickup. Another one, Detroit Lions. He had
God.
He had a killer game this past week.
Oh.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yes. I was just about to bring that name up, St. Brown, because I couldn't get his first name right, and I didn't want to fumble it.
Yeah, it was over 20-some fantasy points, and, I mean, the dude balled. I mean, he balled out.
Yeah, he
So
showed up.
He balled out against a good defense, too.
yeah, he did. He really did. So, and they wound up winning that game, too, so.
Yeah, that was a rough day for all of us. I couldn't stand watching it. I watched it almost through halftime. I'm like, no, I can't do it. Kyler, where's Kyler at? Because this is just like a halo of him.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next up, let's see. We're going to get into our fantasy teams this week. But
do we have to?
Well, I know we kind of can't now.
I'm just saying, man, because one of my teams.
Well, we can.
One of my teams, like 7 of my people's already played, and I've only got like 60 points.
Yeah, I mean, we can because I think we can kind of project who's going to win, but.
Well, I don't know. In y'all's game, let's just see. See, I got murdered. I'm going to lose regardless. There's no way I can win mine. But y'all are playing for whoever's going to play in the championship game. And right now, the Game of Jones has 89.88. And then last year's champs have 87.84.
That's right, big dog.
What a close game. Both of right now, Game of Jones has 2 in play. Last year's champs has 1 in play. Projected points is 105 and 102. So that's how close this is. So,
well, who's projected 105? Is it Game of Jones?
Well, he was projected 105, but like I said, that was before the week started. So at this point, let me click on it.
I got Jalen Hurts playing too.
Yeah, he's got Jalen Hurts playing, but right now Jalen's got a negative 1.96.
Ooh, he needs to keep it that way. Don't let me down, Jalen.
It's because he's got an INT. So,
man, he's just playing like Jalen. He's just going to hurt you.
Damn, and you had Gibson on the bench on this league.
Told you, I had Gibson.
You got Go Derrick playing. He got 1 reception for 19 yards. Yeah,
okay.
How do you say his
messed
name?
that name up. It's Goddard.
Goddard.
Hey, I don't know what his name is. I'm just going to call him Go.
Digo.
Go Digo.
Go.
Yeah, you got 2 playing, but like you
Go
said,
Dirt
is on the bench, so that don't really matter.
And you got the Rams defense.
Oh no, you got the Rams defense, and they've got 10 points because 0 against them right now. So this is a close game. Who's going to the championship?
Hunter Renfrow let me down bad.
You're welcome.
They let me down too. I had him against Chet there.
So did Jamar Chase. So did Kyler Murray. And my stupid self, I wasn't paying attention Thursday, and I forgot to put in Patrick Mahomes.
Oh my, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know how, because I've really not been trying to check my fantasy after I checked it today. I'm like, yeah, I'm totally let down. I really felt like crying.
Well, good news, my other team won, so they smashed like 135-74.
I think Kelsey was the big winner this week with like 41
40
points.
burger.
Yes, I had Kelsey on that team.
I did too.
If Mahomes could have got if Mahomes could have scored 30, it'd been 3 players on the offense that scored over 30 points.
And then I had Gage on the bench for 23. Like I said, I won that one. So.
You really would have won if you would have started Gage. Excuse me.
No excuse for you.
And in that league, dare I say more, Mr. Lowry, as it says, you're going to win that game. Well, maybe. He's got 3 in place.
this has not been my week in fantasy, and this is when it needs to count the most.
And not your team, my team won his game 127-89.
Hey, that's right.
And that's the 2 leagues that I'm in with you guys. Outside of that, I'm in with you.
Yep. Yep, I am winning that one. I am Julio's tied it. Well, we're in the running for that one. Let's see.
That's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one.
And I got another one here. I'm down on it. I got Dallas. I got Goddard playing. That's my only hope. What, Julio?
This week in fantasy, and it's really got me in like a bad depressed mood right now.
All right, don't want to talk about it.
I feel like I need to call my mom and cry.
Oh man, it ain't that.
You're a
bad.
Falcons fan, so that's understandable.
It ain't that bad.
Okay, listen to this. One of my teams, I have. Okay, never mind. I got 4 in play, but like Rams players. But this one I call it Mahomes alone. Listen to this crap. Taysom Hill got me 9 points. Deontay Foreman did pretty good with 15, and Justin Jefferson did good with 14. And then the rest of them, I had Hunter Renfrow with 6 points. Jagelski wasn't bad with 9, and then Jamar Chase with a big whopping 1.3. And I just feel really dumb because Mahomes is on my bench with 29 points.
Damn.
That's the way it usually goes. That the college dynasty thing I'm in, there's a guy, he does like a weekly YouTube video thing. It's pretty dope. He'll do it like who's playing who, and so each week he does like a "What are you doing, coach?" segment, and it's always the guy that you leave a guy on the bench when you could have won, and that'd be Julio this week. What were you thinking, man?
Tell me about it. Just like on the Game of Jones team, I had Aaron Rodgers on the bench.
Well, hell, listen to this.
And Keenan Allen. What was I thinking?
The money league I'm in, I've already lost it, but listen. Matt Stafford's playing now. Darrell Henderson's playing now. Alvin Kamara, 6 points.
What's happened to him?
KJ Osborne, 5 points. Mike Gesicki, 9 points. Devonta Freeman, 4 points. I mean, it's pretty bad. But my bench is stacked. I mean, listen to this. Deonta Foreman, 20 points. Russell Gage, 23. Devin Singletary, 20. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 23. Craig Reynolds, 19. I mean, my bench is stacked, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that.
I can win any game with my bench.
By the way, Washington is now up 10-0 in that game.
Hey, I thought Odell Beckham was on the COVID list.
He might have been. Is he playing?
Yes, because I read an article that said that talking about all the players, and he was one of the main ones on it, and he's got 1 catch for 7 yards.
Well, shit, maybe he got better fast. I don't know.
I know the Bills Beasley's blaming the rules for him being out. He thinks it's BS. He should be playing.
Well, there's a lot of stuff in this world that's BS, but we got to live with it.
Like actual bull crap.
He said he tested positive, but he's feeling fine. So he thinks it's a bunch of BS.
I'm just feeling fine, you know.
That don't make sense.
He said, just to be clear, COVID is not keeping me out of this game. The rules are. Okay.
Well,
it's okay. I did test positive, but I feel fine.
Oh, he said that right now, you know that if you're vaccinated, they don't test you anymore?
Really?
So he said this is his words. He said, Vax players are playing with COVID every week now because they don't test. That's what he said.
That's crazy. Maybe that's why the outbreak's going on.
Yeah, probably.
I did read that they're starting to break down on it now. They're starting to break, like really break down on it because 70 positive tests in just 2 days.
Yeah, that's a bit ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
When they didn't barely have any, they probably didn't have 70 all season till now.
Well, like I told you, in November, in 2 weeks, they had the highest at 72. And in these last 2 days, it's 70. I'm like, good God. Everybody just wants to catch COVID this week.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh wow! You know who else I just seen at 316 today is tested positive?
Who?
Tyreek Hill.
Oh wow, yeah.
I don't know if we mentioned that one. I know we said
God
Kelsey.
almighty.
Yeah.
Who's the Chiefs got after that?
I don't know.
Miko Hardman.
It says
Who?
their kicker and their
Exactly.
cornerback is also out. So
Damn, Butker's out.
God almighty.
13
what?
players are on the reserve COVID list.
I'm done playing fantasy
Jeez.
football this year.
It's over.
That might come into play. Just remember that when we go through the picks. You know, whoever the Chiefs are playing, just remember that they're going to have all these guys on the COVID
Speaking of picks, they're easy. Let's take us into this week's.
All right. Well, this week's we're going to have some. Let's see. Flip over here.
Hey, dumb question. Never mind. I'm not gonna ask.
Dumb
it.
answer. No, go ahead. Come on now. You done started. We got to.
I was about to say. Since there's 2 games going on, can you see next week's games?
Yeah.
See, that's why I didn't want to ask the question. Like before, I said, "Hey, dumb question." I was like, "Never mind." I answered it.
What does that people say all the time? There's never a dumb question, but in this case.
Yeah, well, you know what Mama says. Stupid is as stupid does.
Oh my God.
All right, Forrest.
All right, so we got the 49ers taking on the Tennessee Titans. You know
what?
That is in Tennessee.
I love you.
49ers are 8-6. Titans are 9-5.
Niners.
I low key want to go Titans because the Niners pissed me off last week.
I'm going Titans.
Yeah, I'm going sour easy on this one. I'm going Titans.
All right, whatever.
I think if Derrick Henry, is he going to be back? Do we know?
I don't know.
Playoffs, not now though.
We talking about playoffs?
Playoffs. Every time I hear playoffs, that's what it reminds me of.
We can't even win a game.
That's like when you hear the word practice.
Yeah, practice.
We talking about practice?
Oh, I love that guy. All right. Next up, we got the Browns taking on the Packers.
Oof. You know what? Even though I don't like them, every time I pick them, they win. So I'm going Packers.
I'm going Packers as well. I'm going Packers.
Yep.
Packers.
All right. So everybody's going to go Packers on that one. Next up, we got the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
I'm picking Jonathan Taylor. No.
I'm going to take the Colts here because the Cardinals, I don't know, but you got to think it's at Arizona, and the Cardinals are coming off a
terrible loss.
The worst loss
terrible
in
loss.
NFL.
Humiliation.
The worst loss in NFL history,
Humiliation.
by the way, Hans said.
They're coming off
That's
a humiliation, so they may be coming out ready to show us up.
Yeah, or they might just come out and ready to
I'm taking the Colts. I'm going to take the Colts.
I'm going Cardinals. I got too much faith in them. I just really like Kyler Murray. I love Kyler Murray.
Who you going with, Hans?
Colts.
You're going to go Colts. All right, next up is going to be Julio's favorite team, the Bucks, taking on the Panthers.
I won't be a smart man on this one, man. I'm going with the Bucks.
The Bucks.
I think everybody's going to go Bucks on that one. So.
Hey, I got to get this out, man. Fuck Tom Brady.
Okay.
Next up, we got the Detroit Lions taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Boy.
Detroit.
I'm going to take the Falcons on this one. I'm going to take the Falcons.
No, I'm taking Falcons. I'm taking Falcons.
I'm teetering right now.
Oh man.
They are letting me down, man. But I'm going Falcons, man. Rise up.
I'm about to say you got two, right? Next up, we got the Ravens taking on the Bengals. This one is a very close game. Both teams are 8-6. It's in Cincinnati. Playoff implications are in this game. This is a big game.
Joe Burrow, baby.
I don't know. I'm on to side with Huntley on this one. I'm going Ravens.
Huh. I'm going to go Ravens. Ooh, okay.
Is Jackson coming back or what?
I don't know if he's going to be back in time for that game.
Well, if Odell Beckham can test positive and still play, I'm pretty sure Lamar can too.
Yeah, but I think Lamar's got like an ankle though. He ain't COVID related.
God almighty, what's up with everybody's ankles?
Well, they get broke.
Trust me, I broke mine one time.
See, there you go.
Don't tell me anything real quick. I can't see any news on that right now. So I guess it's too far out. They'll tell us later on the week who's going to be playing, who ain't going to be playing.
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
a tough one.
who was it again?
The
Ravens.
and the Bengals.
Oh yeah, Burrow, baby.
He's going Burrow.
I'm going Ravens. I
I
just
think I'm going to go with the Bengals as well. I'm going to have to go with as long as
great.
Mixon's in, Burrow's in. I think they would.
I'm on the
Not
Jam-
island.
Mixon. I don't know why I said Mixon.
I'm on the island all by myself with Wilson.
Jamar Chase, Tyler
Yeah, you got.
Boyd,
You got
Jamar
Burrow's been playing good. You got Mixon. You got Chase. As long as those guys show up and
Samaje
play.
P. Ryan.
Jamar Chase reminds me of that part on Pearl Harbor. He's like, it's a dud.
Because he's a dud. I get it.
Next up is the Rams taking on the Vikings.
Rams, easy.
Yeah, I'm going with the Rams.
I'm going Rams with Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp's the best receiver in the league right now.
This next one's going to be. Go ahead.
Did you know? Oh, sorry, a little fact about the game about the Rams and the Seahawks today. Did you know that the Seahawks allow the most yards and points allowed to the slot receiver, and that's where Cooper plays?
Oh yeah,
So I'm wanting him to drop a 50 burger.
a 50 burger.
So if you're wanting them to, it means you're going to drop a 10 burger. But
Let's not. I don't want to. I've had enough people disappoint me this week. Oh, Jesus Christ! I feel like I need to go to a Dr. Phil show.
This next one's going to be a close one as well. You got the Buffalo Bills taking on the New England Patriots. This is a playoff implication. It's a first place game right here because if the Bills win, they tie the Patriots for first place in the division.
Well, you got to think about it, man.
It's in New England.
Bill Belichick does own the Bills.
I want to go to the Bills. I'm picking the Bills. I'm going Josh Allen.
I'm going Buffalo as well, just because I like them better.
Oh gosh, it's hard to root against Bill Belichick when he owns the team.
I'm just a fan of.
He owns the Bills so much they named the team after Bill Belichick. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm probably Bills. I think Josh Allen's got in him.
Stephon Diggs.
Me too.
Running back committee. Their
Stephon
defense.
Diggs is like fucking nasty.
I like Cole Beasley too, and who's that one? Knox, the tight end.
Yeah, Dallas Knox or something like that.
Yeah, is it Dallas Knox? Yeah.
I don't. It's D Knox.
Yeah, I know D Knox. That's how I know him by fantasy.
All right, the next one up's going to be a hard one to pick. We got two of the best teams in the NFL playing each other: the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New
Raiders?
York Jets.
Oh.
And the New York Jets.
Yeah.
Well, they're talking about the Raiders, best team in the NFL.
So you got the 2-12 Jaguars taking on the 3-11 Jets. I'm going to take the Jets. They're playing in New York. I'm taking the Jets.
Let's go Jets.
I'm going to go Jets because I want to be like on Castaway, like Wilson.
What?
Zach Wilson.
Next up is a bunch of scrubs playing again. Not the Falcons. We already covered them. It's the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm going Giants.
I
don't know. I just
the Eagles could be better. I don't know. I'm going Eagles, I guess. They could be better.
Do y'all think Russell Wilson is going to go to the Giants?
No.
If he's smart, he won't. There's nothing there.
Yeah, if he's smart.
There's nothing in Seattle either, but I mean, still.
A lot of these football players nowadays ain't very smart. I mean, Le'Veon Bell had it made in Pittsburgh.
I think Jalen Hurts is going to be enough to get the Eagles over.
Well,
Yeah,
I guess
we'll see.
I'm going with Giants. Fuck the
All right,
Eagles.
next one. This might not be a hard one. We'll see. You got the Chargers taking on the Texans.
Chargers.
I'm going Chargers.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with the Sherbs.
Herbert Sherbert.
He's hurting them out there, boys.
He really is. He's I ain't gonna lie. I made a bold statement earlier this week. I was like, my number when I do fantasy next year, I'm going Jonathan Taylor #1 and Justin Herbert #2.
Hey, I like it.
Good matchup there. Next up, we got the Bears taking on the Seahawks.
God almighty.
Yeah, 2-6. The
Damn.
Bears are 4-10. And they're playing at Seattle, who is 5-8.
It's hard to beat. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Who
go
was
Seahawks.
Seahawks? Yeah.
Bears.
12th man. Remember him, 12th man.
Just so everybody knows, this is why Julio's 8-8.
Mhm.
You know what? I accept that, and that's fine. But I don't know, man. The Seahawks are not.
The
Seahawks.
Seahawks ain't
They
that great right now.
they need that 12th man because DK ain't showing up.
If
Yeah,
they win
yeah.
tonight, they'll be 6-8. 2 games
Hey,
ahead of
and
the Bears.
is Lockett done for the season?
I mean, he's only had like 4 good games this season.
I mean, I haven't seen him play once, really.
You're not gonna get on the Fields bandwagon for this one? See how it goes.
Okay. I'm not on the Fields bandwagon. I'm just going Bears. I think they might got something up their ass.
See, if Seahawks had, I mean, I don't know where their damn defense went, but if they had Chris Carson, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Russell Wilson, all them guys, damn, and they got no offensive line. I mean, I don't know what happened to Seattle.
You want to know who ain't got an offensive line?
Falcons.
Yes. I can't. I don't know. It's just like one of them, like a girly thing. I can't stop bitching about them.
I know.
It's like if they see me, they're gonna be like, "All you do is nag, nag, nag."
Oh, we know.
I mean, I can't help it, man. We're gonna be like in a rebuilding stage for like the next 15 years, probably.
Hey, welcome to the Raiders.
There you go. That's right. Raiders all day, every day.
Not sure if that's a safe play to make.
Right.
That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Let's see.
Well, it's gonna pay off. The next one up here is the good old. This is one that I told you we got to figure out how we're gonna play this. You got the Steelers taking on the Chiefs.
Remember, Kelsey and Hill.
Kelsey and Hill are both out. I'm gonna go Chiefs. They're the home team, and I think somehow Patrick Mahomes pulls this thing out.
What's he gonna do? Throw it to himself?
He might.
He might. He still win the game, probably.
He might throw it up, and take off. All he needs is one touchdown.
I'm on the line with that one. Kind of like
The Steelers are 7-6, so it's not like they're a bad team. Although they did tie the Lions, so
I like the
we
Chiefs,
can't
though.
we can't hold that against the Steelers because the Cardinals did just get their ass beat by the Lions.
Cardinals
That's
also
true.
lost. They lose all the bad teams. They lost to the Panthers.
God damn. Well, I hope they lose to the Falcons.
Battle of the Birds.
I'm going Chiefs. I have to. I'm a smart man here, I guess, but I feel like it's a dumb pick.
I don't know. Like, Pittsburgh's a little bit wishy-washy. I mean,
They are, but I just don't think.
You going Chiefs on this one?
that
Are you going Chiefs or are you going Steelers?
Chiefs.
Chiefs. Okay. I'm sure it does down here.
And I just don't think Big Ben's got anything left in the tank.
Nah, I think he's mediocre now. He's like a 40-year-old Phillip Rivers, but you know what I mean?
I read an article that said that Matt Ryan might be the Steelers' new quarterback next year.
No, that's nonsense.
I hope not, but I hope we get something else, maybe.
You better. That's all you got.
I mean, I think Matt Ryan still has it in him. Don't get me wrong, but
He's getting up there. He's not going to.
yeah, he's past his prime now.
It's time to look at the future. They got to do. It's like the
Yeah.
Dolphins. We did that for so long where we grab all these older quarterbacks. So grab somebody young. Damn it! It's not. Might have a future. Quit getting these guys that are old and feeble.
It don't matter if we get anybody else. Can we protect them? Once again, I'm
that's
bitching
our
about the
problem.
offensive line.
Dolphins can't protect nothing. We can't protect. Yeah,
I will give it to the Raiders. They got a decent O-line.
Talking about the Raiders, here we go. Next up, Broncos taking on the Raiders. Both teams 7-7. Playoff implications. Big game of the week.
Ooh. I know Casey loves them Broncos.
You know I do. Hey,
Mile High City.
talking Broncos, Teddy Bridgewater is out.
Ooh.
Him and his 2 gloves.
Him and his 2. That's right.
I've never understood why he wears 2 gloves.
I've never understood.
Like, are your hands that bad you can't catch a snap?
I mean, maybe.
I don't know, but I'm going to go with hands on this one. I'm
Yeah, I'm
going
gonna go
Raiders.
Raiders. I'm going Raiders.
How do y'all know I'm going right? I'm just kidding.
So that is a close game. I said it'd be something to talk about next week. See who's playing, where we're at in the playoffs. Because we can't really talk playoffs because there's 2 games going on right now. So
Playoffs?
next up is the Washington football team. I hope they get a name next year. It's ridiculous. The Washington football team taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Ooh.
Oh, Cowboys, easy.
I'm
That's
taking
a good-
Cowboys. I'm taking Cowboys.
I don't know. Washington's got a pretty strong defense a little bit.
A little
Washington
bit.
is sitting at 6-7. If they win tonight, they'll be 7-7.
Did you just hear how I just contradicted myself? They got a pretty good defense a little bit.
A little bit.
They got a pretty good one.
I think I'm going to side with y'all on this one. Let's go America's team.
Yep.
Just remember, they are winning right now. So just throw that up. They are winning their football game right
Yeah,
now.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the Falcons have got some wins too.
Next up is not really a game that it's fair for me to pick, but it's the Dolphins versus the Saints. You know that I'm going to pick the Dolphins. We're set 6 in a row, looking for number 7 in a row. I think we're going to win this, and the only reason being is because the next 2 games after that are going to be hard to win, so we better win now while we can. So.
I think y'all know where I'm going with this one.
You're going to go with the Saints, right? Because you
Tell
love the
me
Saints.
Yep, but after I go to New Orleans, I'm taking a detour back to South Beach. I'm going Miami. I want Jagelski and Gaskin to have a good game. I just need that. I need it.
It's Jasecki.
Jasecki. What did I say?
Jasecki is a great tight end. He really is young. Like he's got a lot of upside.
What I call him, Hands?
I can't remember what you said.
What did I call Jasecki? Was it like Jagelski?
Yeah, that was it.
Funny. That I don't know why. I know why I said it because it's weird because Easy knows this. I used to watch this show called One Tree Hill, and they had a guy on there. His name was Jake Jagelski.
I used to watch
love that show. He used to watch the heck out of that show.
Yeah, that used to be all my passwords because you needed like one number and letters, so I'd be like 1 Tree Hill.
Hands, who are you picking on this one? You're the last one to pick.
I'm going Dolphins.
Look like the big three's taking their towns back to South Beach.
That's going to be the Monday night game, so that'll be interesting to see how that turns out. So
Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm tired of these these games right now. Just to throw it out there, the Rams are still up 3-0 on Seattle. 5 minutes left in that game, and then Washington, like I said, they are up 10-0 with 11 minutes left in that second
Listen,
quarter.
this bullshit.
Yeah,
I totally forgot that later in the season there's Saturday games.
That's right.
And so Jordan called me. He was like, "Hey man, such and such is being benched right now." I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "There's 3 games supposed to be on right now." I said, "When's it start?" He was like, he told me 1 minute for kickoff. I'm like, "Fuck you."
Yeah. Yeah, see, this week's weird. You got Thursday night games going to be the 49ers and the Titans. You got 2 Saturday games, Browns, Packers, Colts, Cardinals.
Yeah, that's Christmas.
And all the rest of them are Sunday except for Washington. Yeah, they always have 2 games on Christmas.
Yeah.
The early game, of course, will be the Browns, Packers at 4:30. The night game will be the Colts, Cardinals at 8:15.
That's both big to watch, probably.
What do y'all think is going to be the best game to watch?
That's tough. I mean, because you got the Ravens, Bengals might be a good output game. The Bills, Patriots,
Raiders, Broncos.
And I still think Raiders, Broncos might be good.
I like that matchup just cause the rivalry.
Yeah. And division rivals. I mean,
a lot of these games are big games because, it's like I said, you got 3 games left in the season.
But
so
I mean,
it's
you also got
might be out of the playoffs. You got to put up or shut up.
Ravens and Bengals too. I mean, that's the division rivalry too.
Yeah,
that's a big one.
That's a big game. So I mean, there's a lot of games this week.
I think I'm just going to stop watching the Falcons and start watching every other shitty team play.
Well, the good news is you are playing the Lions this week, so you might get you another loss.
Oh, great! I can just tune into that game.
I think Colts and Cardinals will be a game to look at too.
Yes. Will the Cardinals defense stop Taylor, and will Kyler Murray play like he usually does.
I don't think nobody can stop Taylor.
No, I don't really think so. I don't even think Derrick Henry could stop him.
I mean, who's got Jonathan?
He had
He's got
170 yards last game.
He's got like 1,500 plus yards. Well, the last time I checked, he had 1,500 something yards and like 15 touchdowns, something like that. I could be wrong. Stat check me easy.
Taylor.
Sheesh.
Damn phone slow as piss.
Here we go. I got him. Well, I don't have the totals, but I'm just looking here. I mean, he's had.
His
Let's
total
see.
for the
His
year
first-
is 15-18. So 1,518 yards, 17 TD.
I was really close.
His first 3 games, he had 56, 51, and 64 yards, no touchdowns. But since then, he has had a touchdown or 2 or 4 every freaking game.
Didn't he get 5 one game?
No. He got 4 one game.
Carson Wentz ain't playing bad for him. He's got 23 touchdowns, 6 INTs. So
Fuck
Well,
that ginger.
touchdown to,
Yeah, I'm not a Wentz fan. He can be benched for all I care.
I'm not a big Wentz fan either. I don't like anything coming out of Philadelphia. Once
Well.
you go there and play,
Well, I like Terrell Owens. He was great coming out of
It's like
Philadelphia.
if I still would have been a LeBron fan, which I hate him now, but if I'd have been a LeBron fan when he went to LA, that would have done it for me. That would have just.
All 3 of us would hate LeBron.
I don't like
I
anything in
that.
LA, so that's the way I am when it comes to sports. With teams that if you play for them, I don't want nothing to do with it.
Eagles just got a field goal, by the way.
Uh-oh.
So it's like so it's 10-3?
Yeah, 10-3. But yeah, Jonathan Taylor has had, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
11 straight games.
8 100-plus yard games.
Shit.
And that's, yeah,
How many 200-yard games?
none.
Yeah, he had a 200-yard games against the Bills.
Not this year, he didn't.
I could have swore he did.
Nope, 185. 4
Oh,
touchdowns.
my God. He probably like, you know what? I'm tired.
But he had 4 touchdowns. He had 53.4 fantasy points that week.
Oh, no. I was playing.
Jonathan Taylor is the leading rusher by a lot. The next closest is Joe Mixon at 1,094. So that's the big gap in between him. And
Yeah.
I bet Derrick Henry is still in the top 10.
He
Oh.
is. He's number 5.
Top 3. Oh,
Yeah,
top
he's
5.
number 5.
Well,
He's
he's
not at
been-
1,000 yet. He's at 937, so he's right behind the 1,000.
But he's been out how many games?
At least 3 now.
Could you imagine back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons?
Yeah.
Right now, you got Taylor, Mixon, Cook, Chubb, and then Henry. Right?
Has anybody ever done that?
No. I mean, Derrick Henry did in high school.
I mean, NFL.
Doug,
I know.
what were we talking about?
Derrick Henry, has
Back
anybody
to back.
had back-to-back 2,000-yard rushing seasons?
Oh, yeah, see, I ain't sure.
I don't think so. Because there's only been like 8 players to do it. But I really think if Taylor keeps his murder going, he might be the next one.
Oh, yeah.
That would still be kind of cool because there's never been back-to-back 2,000-yard rushers.
There's only
Like-
been 8.
It's like O.J. Simpson, Eric Dickerson, Terrell Davis, Jamal Lewis, CJ2K, Derrick Henry, and I'm missing somebody.
It's
Damn, Chris-
Adrian Peterson, Derrick Henry, Chris Johnson,
AP.
Jamal Lewis, yeah, Terrell Davis, Barry Sanders, Eric Dixon.
Yeah, the old AP still playing.
Well,
Derrick
then-
Henry was the last one to do it back in 2020 last year. So before that, the last one to do it was Peterson in 12. So it'd been 8 years since it had been done. So.
Wow.
And then
It's
before
about to
that,
be
it
done
was,
this year, though. It's about to be done this year.
I kind of want to be done, even though I don't have any fucking shares of Taylor. It makes me mad.
I have 1.
I've offered up my left nut for Taylor, and they won't take it.
Wow, spoken for already, huh?
But you know what makes this more impressive? O.J. Simpson did it on only 14 games. So he had done it in 2 games less than everybody else.
Yeah.
Now you got to think, OJ played when? Back in the 70s?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was
So-
73 when he done that.
Yeah, but he was just like, he was kind of like a Derrick Henry back then. He's just bigger than everybody.
Yeah.
I'm about to say back then they didn't, like I said, football's a little bit wussier sport nowadays. And back then they just
Could you imagine putting like somebody like Walter Payton in today's game?
Yeah, he'd run right all over them.
Yeah, He had like 1,800 rushing yards in a Super Bowl season. Imagine him playing now. I think he'd be the first one to hit 3,000 probably.
Hey, yeah.
Leading receiver is Cooper Kupp too, by the way. He's got
Oh,
1,400 yards receiving this year.
Well, that's a given.
So.
Yeah, we all knew that.
Ain't he leading the league?
Who do you think's second? Do you have any idea who's second?
I know who's third. That's
Uh,
Devontae
Yes.
Adams.
Yeah.
Second.
But second has eluded me all freaking season.
Oh, wow. Oh, Tyreek Hill, maybe?
No.
Tyreek's actually fourth.
No, it ain't Hill.
Chris Godwin was fifth on the list before.
Travis Kelce.
No,
He's
he's
further down too. Yeah, Debo Samuel's ahead of Kelsey.
Wow, that's it. See, Debo's impressive.
It's Justin Jefferson
Wow.
for the Minnesota Vikings.
How did he
bud.
slip my mind?
Yeah, Justin Jackson. Nobody was thinking about old
Jefferson.
Jefferson. I don't know why I said Jackson.
Thinking
It's
about
Justin.
money.
Everybody.
Oh, because we was just talking about Justin Jackson.
Justin Jackson's a waiver pickup.
Yeah, and of course, passing yards. You know who's leading that? I mean, there's no of course to ask him.
Trevor Lawrence.
Tom Brady.
4,000. But who's second? Who do you think is second in the league in passing yards?
Dak Prescott.
I'm throwing this out there for one of you guys.
Dak Prescott.
David Carr.
Derek Carr.
They're brothers. It don't count.
Derek Carr is second with 4,162 yards. Tom Brady's got 4,348.
Wow, that's your boy, and you can't stand
He's
him,
up there.
hands.
Yeah, he's up there, man. He's
Here's
playing
the question: Who's besides Renfro? Who's catching all the yards?
Waller's been out, so I have no idea.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
This past week, it was nobody.
does Renfro have 4,000 receiving yards?
Hell no, he don't. It was Ruggs, but, we lost him.
I think that.
Renfro he's got 89 receptions.
Good God.
Maybe it's that Foster.
And he's got 900 yards. I mean,
He's playing.
1,000 by himself.
He's playing pretty good for a number one receiver that came from a slot to the outside now.
Yeah, by himself.
I remember last year they gave him the nickname Third and Renfro.
Of course, the leading interception man this year is Trevin Diggs. Anybody seen that?
I was about to say it has to be Trayvon Diggs.
Well, he's just ball hawking the hell out of it. So.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Well, he did that within the first 10 games or something.
Didn't he set a record 6 straight games with a pick?
Oh yeah, and he's a rookie.
Who do you think would win a matchup? Stephon Diggs or Trayvon Diggs?
Stephon.
Oh, that's a good matchup, though. I ain't
That'd
gonna
be a
lie.
hell of a matchup. Yeah,
I got to go with the receiver on this one.
I can feel your hands, but I play defensive back too. I might have to go Trayvon, but I respect Stephon, so I might have to take Stephon.
Nah, Stephon's like the cleanest route runner in the biz.
If Calvin really would play, he's one of the cleanest.
Man, dude, Calvin Ridley and Stephon Diggs side to side. I mean, oh man, that would be.
Yeah, but I don't think the Falcons can get Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, you keep dreaming on that one.
I do. I don't sleep well at nights, but when I do dream, I'm like, a good receiving core.
Yeah, a good offensive line.
So,
there's
I was trying not to bring that up, Hands, but there we go.
You know there's only been one punt return for a TD this year?
Really?
Well,
there's no Devin Hester.
Yeah, I was about to say, without Devin Hester, do they even do special teams anymore?
That's just crazy, though, because I'm just looking it up. So I click on punt return TDs, and only one play goes to one player. And I guess you won't even know who he plays for. Jacksonville.
Miami.
How about try the Chicago Bears? He used to be a damn Dolphin. Jakeem Grant.
We talked about that one week. Everything good comes out of Miami.
That's it.
Jakeem Grant, he's a good receiver. He's got speed, but he just don't have the hands. The boy can't catch cold sometimes.
Oh, what is he, Percy Harvin?
Oh, Percy Harvin.
Another. Did he play for Miami too?
No, Minnesota.
No, Vikings.
Yeah.
No, Headache Harvin. That's what I called him. You'd always have him headaches.
Or
Headache.
what was that one guy? I forgot his name. He wasn't important.
All right, guys, we're going to go into the final statements here, final conclusion. What final thoughts. I know I'd like to mention something out here for a minute.
All right, throw it out there.
Well, Julio, you already know. Easy. Yeah. Yep. By that little laugh, I already know he knows.
I love this. I love it. I do.
For those who don't know, to all the great listeners out there, I am engaged to be married.
Ooh.
And I asked old Julio over there to be my best man.
Oh, that's good stuff right there. That's what's up.
And not gonna lie, I did cry.
And not gonna lie, he accepted. So
I
That's
did.
good. That's good. That's good.
I am like, even though I got like 10 months to do it, I am like stressing over this speech already.
yeah, so we got a little bit of time to prepare, but we got a couple more shows to get through before we get there. But
When's the date? What have y'all set a date yet? Or?
yeah, September 17th,
Oh, okay. All right. That's what's up.
2022.
I'm excited because Easy knows this too. The only role I've ever had in a wedding was I was his ring bearer when him and my sister got married.
He's a ring bearer one time.
Right.
And like nobody, like my brother, even when my sister got married the second time, like nobody's asked me to be. And I'm like, y'all really don't fuck with your boy.
Mm. Well, I mean, we've been ever since what, 7th grade? I came to middle school.
I thought it was 6th grade.
I believe it was 7th.
7th grade.
Yeah.
Didn't we meet on the first day of school because like we rode the same bus? You lived like a half a mile down the road.
Yeah, rode the same bus, half mile down the road.
Sat in the same seat.
Talked football pretty much.
That is all we've ever talked, honestly.
Yeah, so, I mean.
Because he got on my nerves. All he wanted to talk about was fucking Manning.
I mean.
And that was the year, like, y'all might remember this, but I know Hans does. That was the year they almost went undefeated.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
They went like 15-1 or 14-2, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But I mean, back in the day, it was hard to pull against Manning. It still was when he left to Denver and.
I pulled against that guy every.
Wow. Do you? Okay. This is
the reason why I don't like Manning, and Julio probably knows, or I don't know if he remembers, but the reason why I can't stand Peyton Manning is because he was going to get drafted, and he didn't want to play for them. So he told them if they drafted him, he wasn't going to play. So then he ended up going to the. You don't do that. I don't care who you are. To me, that just means you're arrogant, you're cocky. You ought to be. I know that you're good, but to me, you ought to be grateful to play anyway. If the Browns were to sign me, I would be grateful. Okay. I know that I'm about to have a short career because they suck, but I'm grateful that somebody signed me.
A rebuttal to what you just said about people being arrogant about that. When Deion Sanders got drafted, he said I forgot who was about to draft him, but he said if they would have drafted me, I would have asked for so much money that they wouldn't have signed me.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I've just been a fan of.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
The way he plays the game, you know what I mean?
He probably played a smart move. Who knows? Ryan Leaf might have been a better quarterback had he not got drafted before Peyton Manning.
Yeah. Jamarcus Russell could have been great too.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Sebastian Telfair could have been great.
Who?
You probably know
basketball player. He's a basketball
player. He had some movie come out about his life and everything, and he was supposed to go where, like Arizona or Arizona State.
Yeah, he's supposed to go somewhere big.
He got
real good in high school.
I mean, yeah, a lot of people was really great in high school.
Well, not a lot of people get talked about all the time like he did. He was up there.
I get that, but like you could say he dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah, no pun intended.
All pun intended.
Took it all.
The pun never left.
That's right.
The pun never left, but Sebastian did.
But what y'all fellas got? Now that I broke the big news, what y'all fellas got? Final statements, final thoughts.
Well, my final thoughts is I am beyond happy to be the best man. Beyond happy.
As am I.
And we're going to be trying to do a show Christmas Eve, I think, right? Is that the plan?
Well, we can do it. Like I said, I'm going to let y'all decide the time because after I get off work at like 11, 11:30, I'm free all day.
Yeah, it may
And
be
I'll
something
be
we
in
can
the-
do.
I'll be at my.
If we do, mine will be in the evening again.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's always best to do it in the evening because nobody's trying to wake up and do it in the mornings.
Right.
Because like I said, I'll be free. I usually just when I go to my mom's house, I usually no lie, I sit outside in their garage all the time.
Well, in my closing statements, all I want to say is Jake Paul is nothing, and I want to see this man fight somebody real instead of these washed up
Me
tan
too.
fighters. I'm tired of hearing about Jake Paul.
So tired of these guys calling out retired fighters or like. Okay, no offense to MMA because I know Easy loves the MMA, but like I mean it's like two different sports, man. Like because MMA you can like get them from you can like choke them, get them from behind, kick them, and everything. Boxing is face to face contact.
Yeah.
And it's just like I don't know. I don't like neither of the Paul brothers. They need to just hit the fuck back down and get back the fuck back on YouTube.
Will and
You know what?
Frank Gore.
He was on an interview this week on All the Smoke with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson.
I don't think
I'm
Frank
just-
Gore knew what he was getting into.
Darren Williams.
You're breaking up, hands.
No, but seriously.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't
good one.
Frank Gore. I can tell you that right now. Frank Gore was getting his ass lit up last time I seen it. So
In the
there
interview,
was one point in time where he knocked Frank Gore out of the ring. Okay, because Frank Gore was trying to hug him the whole time. He's like trying to tackle him and shit. Frank Gore looked lost.
Frank Gore's like, "Where's my pads and helmet at?"
that's right.
So there was one point in time where he pissed him off and he like shoved Frank Gore through the ring. So.
It is not good news, but finally hear that Frank Gore is not playing football anymore.
Yeah, just in time for his son to go pro. Probably.
He said,
year or two.
He did tell Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson that if a Super Bowl team called him to run in some touchdowns in the Super Bowl, that's the only way he'd come back. But I don't think he's getting that call.
Nah.
No, the Bucks didn't even call him back. They called Le'Veon Bell instead, so he's out of luck. So.
I think I would have picked Frank Gore.
I don't know about that.
I don't know, Le'Veon. It just don't. It's like drinking milk in the hot sun, man. It just don't sit right on my stomach.
That is kind of true too, though. I don't know.
Me neither. Well, I think that all wraps it up. Y'all got anything else to say?
That's all I got.
I think we're all good here.
Well, this is another episode of the Big Three. I hope y'all enjoyed it.
Hey, and Merry Christmas, guys.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody. Tune in next week for another epic episode if we don't do one on Christmas Eve.
That's right.
All right, this is Julio signing out.
Hand signing out.
Then easy out.